What's going on, YouTube? Happy Monday. Got a question for you. Brian Tracy has a book out, Power of Self-Discipline. And there's a snippet in the book that he talks about that a lot of us, I think, suffer from. So you tell me if you suffer from it or not. Have you ever... I don't expect us to know everything about everything in the world. Nobody would ever accomplish that. But there are some things that you need to know in order to advance in life. But you just choose to follow what I like to call the I don't know factor. You don't want to find an answer. I don't know anything about that, and I'm not going to learn anything about that. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So, with that said, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Brian Tracy said if you want to become a more successful person, you need to learn more. Learn more about the particular trade that you're doing. Learn more about the business that you're in and become an expert. So my question is to you, how much money did you spend last year on bettering you? And let's say, for instance, if you got into an eBay business, how many of you went to eBay seminars? How many of you spent hundreds of dollars on eBay classes? How many of you hired out eBay coaches? Did you spend any money educating yourself? Let's say you're in the business of selling oil. Did you find an expert? Did you pay an expert? Did you find out how you can expand your business? How much money did you spend total on bettering yourself last year? Brian Tracy says that if you want to better yourself, you got to spend more money. Because some of you say, well, why do you got to spend more money? See, a lot of us want free information. You see, I get flooded with questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? To the point like, hey, I can't answer anymore. Now, I may get a chance to get to some, but not all. Sometimes that responsibility has to fall on you. If you want to become better, you got to learn more. And like Brian Tracy said, that if you want to become more successful, you got to spend more money on yourself. See, a lot of us are trying to invest in things that bring us money. But one thing we forget about is we forget to invest in the number one person or the number one product, ourselves. So, how much did you spend? I've asked some people that question, and you know what their answer was? $0. $0. So my question is to you, if you spend $0, how do you expect to become better? You've hung around the same crowd. You haven't changed the crowd. You haven't changed the amount that you spend on yourself. What are you doing different? See, sometimes it has to become a little bit better than you just sitting back watching videos. Watching videos may give you a little inspiration and help you out a little bit, but you got to do more. If you're in a business right now or a service right now, you need to become an expert in it. If it's your passion, why not? The more knowledgeable you become, the more successful you will become. So some of you will say, well, hey, what was the money you spent? Actually, every trip I go on that's overseas is money. I spent money on overseas. I buy classes all the time. To the point sometimes my wife is like, what the heck are you doing? And I have to just, tell her, hey, I'm invested in myself. Sometimes I go a little bit crazy on, I don't think I go a little bit crazy because all of it is helping me. But the reason why I say I go a little bit crazy, sometimes I buy information and I haven't got to the information yet, or I haven't finished it or mastered the information yet, and then I'll buy something else. That's what I mean by I go a little crazy. But I can see the growth in myself once I invest in myself. And I think you can do the same. So that's sometimes, that may be your only problem that you may have, that you've been challenging yourself and been beating up yourself about. Why is there no growth? What's going on? I'm making the same amount of money I made last year. I should be making 20-30% more each year. Why is my numbers not increasing? You may want to go and check that. So, That's all I have to say on this Monday, guys. Hope you're having a nice week. If this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe. Let everybody know about us over here. And that's all I have to say. And so until next time, guys, signing off.